be channeling the Lemurians, and I'm super excited to see what they have to say. And I'm just going to wait for everybody to come on. I know that the Lemurians stepped forward a couple weeks ago and asked to come through, so I'm super excited. Super excited. I love the Lemurians. I love their energy. And there's one Lemurian in particular that I chat with, and she came forward, I say about a year and a half ago. And her name is Bansheen. And I recall a girlfriend of mine at the time, she also was receiving guidance from her. And when we both said, what name are you getting? What name are you getting? We got the same name, which was really cool. I was like, that's so cool. So just nice to have that confirmation. So I have been to Mount Shasta once, just for one night driving through. Very high vibrational place, and it's in Northern California. And little town, and you look up and there's this giant mountain, and it was October at the time, so there was a lot of snow on top of the mountain. It was really cool. I thought, wow. And so at that time, I wasn't conversing with the Lemurians at that time. I could feel it was very high vibrational there. It was really interesting. There was a lot of psychics and whatnot that had little shops there in Mount Shasta. And I was like, that's interesting. So, and I think they do a lot of group tours and such there as well. But what I really noticed was when I was having a shower and I was drinking the water, they have the most incredible spring water pumped through the taps in Mount Shasta for everybody to enjoy bathing in and drinking. And I'm like, wow, I'm in the shower and I'm bathing in high vibrational spring water. Could it get any better? So that was really cool. That was one of the things I really noticed. But all of us can talk with the Lemurians anytime we would like. And they are extremely high vibrational, very advanced. What I see when I'm channeling the Lemurians is I see underground, and I see like clear quartz type looking crystals, and I see blue crystals, and I see Bansheen. She's very pale with the blue crystals shining on her skin tone. Her skin tone looks a little bit of blue, but I know her skin's not blue. So she's just laughing. So you can converse with these energies if you'd like to, anytime. And Bansheen comes through to me with dark, longer hair, female. I asked her, how old are you? She said, around 700 years old. I said, okay, that's old. But apparently, that's not one of the older Lemurians. She's not one of the older ones. She told me that, and I said, wow, that's pretty cool. So before I get going channeling the Lemurians, I really want to say a shout out to Tracy and say happy birthday. I sing happy birthday, but I don't think everybody wants to listen to it, Tracy. But I'll tell you this right now. I'm sending you lots and lots and lots of love. And I know Tracy's going to be listening to this at some point. And I'm really wishing you a happy birthday. So the day before St. Patrick's Day. How exciting. Tracy's birthday. Woo! We're all 25 again, right, Tracy? Right? That's right. Anyways, so I'm going to relay the guidance from the Lemurians, and then I'll see if Bansheen is available to answer a few questions, and then we'll go from there. So here we go. Yay, Tracy! Woo! Okay, so I am ready. Yes, Bansheen says it's an honor to be able to converse through me for each of you today. She says, thank you, dear ones. It is an honor. to be able to converse with each of you through this dear one. She says it is a long journey, this path of ascension. She's kind of chuckling and laughing and saying it feels long. For many of you are experiencing a lot of ascension symptoms throughout these days. And also she's saying these days ahead will be more ascension symptoms. Also, many of you have heavy or entrenched energy within that needs to come up to the surface to be transmuted and to be healed. So it'll come up to the surface, get transmuted into the light, and then the light will begin filling these spaces within our bodies and our energy bodies in order to heal, if you want to call heal these areas. Creating more of a light body, which is where the Lemurians are, she's saying. More of a light body. Higher vibrationally. This is where each of you are heading. And it is an honor for us to be a part of this with you, with each of you. Okay, she's showing the trees on the planet are interconnected with the Lemurians, in that she says everything is energy, and so the trees can communicate with them and let them know what is happening on the surface. But also, if you wish to connect with the trees, simply do so, and then the Lemurians will be able to help and assist you with your physical ascension symptoms, and also helping to rebalance your energy, your body's energy as well. All of your energy can help you. They can help rebalance your energy when you connect with the trees. So please go outside and spend time amongst the trees, up against the tree, sitting, leaning on the tree. But even just bare minimum, being in amongst the trees. So that's the first thing she wishes to relay, and now she's going to move on to the next thing. Many of you are still quite uncertain about what your path is on this earth. You're uncertain about what your life experience is or what it's supposed to be. What is your life purpose? What is the meaning? What is the reasoning for being here? She's going to make this very simple for each of us. It is to help each other. It is to help one another, to love one another, to assist one another, to guide one another. So she says, even if you don't know specifically how you are meant to go about doing so, meaning choosing a light worker trade, meaning being a psychic, a medium, massage therapist, Reiki, healing in general, or she could go down a long list. First, start with loving one another, helping one another, guiding one another in any and every which way possible. that will lead you on the path towards your life's purpose, your life's work, your light worker trade. And they would love to assist you in doing this. Simply call upon us and we will step forward in your life experience by ways in which you won't necessarily fully understand. They'll put images or ideas, information into your mind for you to go, oh, okay, and then move in this direction, or ask questions, be curious about. And they can also connect with you when you are amongst the trees. She's also talking about even if you want to step out on the earth with your bare feet and start speaking with them, that is another way that they will come up. Their energy will be sent or projected to you up through your feet. But many of us don't do that. We don't step out on the earth with our bare feet. And this is why she was leading and or being around the trees. Preferably touching and leaning on a tree. Because they work with the trees and their energy can come up through the tree to help you. Isn't that fascinating? She's showing like high vibrational white light coming up through the tree and anchoring into your body, helping you. It will help balance your energy. Wow. She says she's going to take a few questions. How many is a few? She's going to take 5 questions. Okay? So we have her here, and she's going to take 5 questions. So if you have a question, I'm hopeful that you'll ask a question that will be for everybody, because those are the ones I'll gravitate to, since she's saying 5 only questions. Okay, so I'm going to choose a question that's for everyone. That's great, Kristin. Well, that's easy. If you feel like you're getting patted on the head, often the angels or the ascended masters will pat me on the head, or they pat me on the shoulder, saying I'm doing a good job. Sometimes they'll stroke my face. Actually, my angel does that a lot, or tickles in my hair. Oh, that's a great question. Melinda, will the Lemurians make themselves known publicly, and when? Ben Sheen says, right now. So they will begin working with us more intimately and one-on-one right now. Onwards. But if what you're speaking of is seeing them physically with your eyes in your, she says, in your lower vibrational frequency, that won't be happening for some time. She's likening it to when the time comes when we start to interact and we can see and interact with ET energy. That's when we will also be interacting and seeing the Lemurians. But that is when our race is ready for that. And it has to be like not a few of us on the planet ready for that. That has to be when it's a larger amount of people on the planet ready for that. What she's showing me is all of the children being born on the planet right now are very high vibrational. They're bright lights. And she's talking about them being like bright light seeds. Each of them are seeds planted on the earth. And so when they become of age, that will be closer to the time of when we will be ready to see them and have more of an interaction with them. And I can speak on my behalf. Like a year and a half ago, she didn't even really want me to talk about how we could all talk with the Lemurians. I don't know what it was. It was kind of like we weren't ready yet. It was kind of like the beginning. We weren't in the beginning stages yet, but now we are. Now it's time to work with them. Now it's go time. My angels would tell me, like, the start of this isn't even going to start until September. I said, oh, okay. And then I was told that many people on the globe would begin awakening in March. Look at all the energy that we're having. And then last night, my angels told me that we're going to have a lot more energy coming throughout the month of March. This isn't over yet. So it's so important to get out and lean your back on a tree, even if it's for a minute or two, and talk with the Lemurians and ask for help. Otherwise, your other option is you can stay inside in front of the boob tube, but your ascension symptoms are going to just be there, and it's not going to be comfortable for you. So those are your choices. Just like you have the choice to eat low vibrational food, which is going to make your energy sink because it's not going to feel good in your body, which is anchoring high vibrational energy. So whatever you put into your body, and whatever energy you're around, all of this is going to impact you. You'll sense it more. If something's low vibrational, food-wise or around you, you're going to sense this more. You're going to be more sensitive to it. She says, that's right. What a great question. What are the best ways that humans can help your work on the planet? She says it is all going to start with you, each of you, individually, within each of you. That's where it will start. So instead of looking outside yourself for this or for that, someone's going to come and save us. Someone's going to somebody will do it. Someone's going to take care of that. She says, no, you are. You're going to do it. You're going to take care of it. You're going to step forward. You will be the bright, shining light on this planet that will take action steps. And bare minimum, like she's talking about, like helping the planet by removing all toxic items that you use, cleaning your home, for bathing, shampoos, conditioners, all of that has to go and be replaced with non-toxic items. That's the first step. Helping to clean up the oceans, helping to clean up the earth, going out and collecting garbage, no longer using items like straws that are not recyclable, being acutely aware of everything you purchase and seeing if you can recycle the packaging. She really doesn't, she's showing like Starbucks cups. All those get put in the landfill. They're not recycled. She knows that. So bring your own coffee mug. Use your own water bottle instead of buying water bottles. Like get a big container of water and then use the same bottle when you travel or need to go somewhere with water. And then she's just reiterating what you guys have already heard me say a billion times, which has come from the angels, is don't drink tap water. Don't drink the tap water. She doesn't even recommend us boiling our vegetables in it or boiling any or cooking pasta or whatever we're cooking in it. Don't use the tap water. I've heard the Pleiadians tell me that as well. Okay. She says, next question. How can we absorb all the energies coming into the body to successfully anchor the light? I know what she's going to say because I've heard this before, but she's just saying what I've heard the angels say, which is we don't really have to do anything. It's just automatically going to happen. But we can assist in the process by removing low vibrational foods from our body, from consuming low vibrational foods, low vibrational products that we use in the home, and even low vibrational people in your life. They will fall away anyways, but you can assist in following what feels good, what feels right. If something doesn't feel good or feel right, then you may want to spend less time with those people or move entirely in a different direction. She's talking about like just leaving certain people. She's calling it leaving them behind, but essentially they will move in a different direction and you'll move in a different direction. Some people are ready to ascend, some are not ready to ascend. They don't want to ascend. They're not ready to ascend. And that's okay. Everybody will go when they're ready to go. So as far as absorbing this light into our bodies, we don't really have to do anything. But there's two ways we can go. We can go the easy way where we are, resting, relaxing, taking that time when we're feeling like a lot of energy coming in and it's affecting us, watching what we eat, watching what items we have in our homes as far as if they're toxic or not, and the people that we have in our lives. And the work environments that we are in, they may no longer be conducive as to our own vibrational frequency any longer. Okay. Yeah, there's more energy coming this month. I thought, well, maybe we're in the clear. No, I woke up this morning, the first things I feel is, oh, the energy in my chest is making my whole chest tight, and then the nausea, because the energy is coming primarily in through the top of your head, your heart chakra, and your solar chakra. Those are the three main areas. And I was feeling lightheaded in my chest, and then I was feeling nausea, and I said, I really need help to shift this. And I asked my angels to shield me, because if I'm going to be, channeling, I want to feel comfortable. So it'll likely shift and come in stronger later on. But for right now, I asked for some help with that. So we are on the 16th today, and we got 2 more weeks. Woohoo! How exciting. Are the Lemurian crystals stronger and more effective with healing than any other crystals? She's just kind of chuckling. She says, those crystals that have been affected or, what's that word you're trying to use? So when they have placed their energy into those specific crystals, everything is energy, she says. Everything is energy. So if you have a Lemurian crystal that has genuinely been affected or touched by their energy, they would say yes. But she's talking about how this energy in this crystal, I drain crystals pretty good. So like when I have them on my lap and they're opening my root chakra and they're opening all 3 of my lower chakras, I can drain those crystals pretty good. So the better way to go about having that energy from the Lemurians, she's saying, you can get the crystals. The crystals are great. But the continual tapping into their vibrational frequency and their energy for their assistance and their help and their guidance and their healing would be going out into nature and connecting with the trees. And that's why she wanted to come forward and speak with you about this today, so that each of you knew if you wanted to connect with the trees, You can call upon them. You can talk to them out loud or in your head. They'll hear it either way. They will hear that. How does energy communicate with itself if it has, if she's not going to sit right here with her vocal box in her mouth, how is she going to communicate with me? How is she going to communicate with you? How does she communicate with the trees? How do all the Lemurians communicate with everything? It's all energy, right? It's telepathically. Everything is energy. If Archangel Michael wants to talk to me, he'll just send energy. It'll hit me in the forehead. I know he wants to talk to me. I can feel it's his vibrational frequency. It's his energy. And then I just quiet my mind and I listen into the words that he forms in my mind. That's how they all communicate with each other. In fact, they all communicate with each other way faster than how I can even pick up. Sometimes I know they're talking with each other, but I can't make out what they're talking about because they don't want me to hear, or they're talking so quickly I can't pick up on it. I'm a little novice in comparison to their telepathic skills. So if you want healing from the Lemurians, just ask them. I'd love some healing from you. They'll hear that. And then, head out onto the earth with your bare feet or leaning on a tree. They really want you to connect with the trees. That's what today is about, connecting with the trees. Ooh, that's a great question. How about tap water for our pets and our plants? She wouldn't use it for either. What does that tell you? When the Lemurians are stepping forward and saying that, not even our pets and our plants is preferable. She doesn't like that. Okay. She wants to talk about, like, long time ago here on the earth, we didn't have tap water. We had spring water that we drank out of springs and wells, right? So she would like us to move back in that direction where we are consuming the earth's water that has not been tampered with. Okay. Obviously, I'm going to choose a supplier that does test the water. I still do that. I don't just go, yeah, let's go. Obviously I'm getting it tested. But again, like, if you know of a well that's been clean and it's always been clean, that's up to your discretion. The water that I have delivered is tested, and it tastes amazing. Yeah, that's a great question. Is there any helpfulness in speaking light language during Ascension symptoms? She says oranges and apples, meaning light language is used in order to convey or send out a frequency of energy from the words out of your mouth is sending out a frequency of energy. To use it to help with your Ascension symptoms, what she suggests is to ground yourself outside with the earth. We don't get outside nearly enough at all. The two best ways is, of course, with the trees, and then by a body of water. Those are the two best ways, she says. So, like, what are the best ways to ground yourself and protect yourself during Ascension? I don't look at, I don't feel like I need protection. My team works with me. I work with them. I've put in my requests as to what I expect from my team. And I don't have that fear in my mind that I need protection. Therefore, I'm not attracting that into my reality. So if you are feeling like you need protection and you have that fear, that's the first thing I would focus on, is why do you feel that way? And then, of course, I've already listed the best ways to ground yourself. Pink rose quartz on your lap, palm size, is really helpful if you're indoors in front of a computer every day. So if someone is drawn to a specific park or a certain location, what does that mean? Like, I'm like that too. There's certain parts of the city I'll live in, and there's other parts there's no way I'll live in. She's saying it's all comes down to vibrational frequency. So you will sense, a lot of us are empathic. Well, most of us are, some are more than others. So you will sense the vibrational frequency of that location, and that location may have been inhabited by others previously, which may leave more of a heavier or lower vibrational frequency from the past within the land. And if you sense that, you may not want to reside there. But many of us will be gravitated towards certain locations or forested areas because they're high vibrational and it feels good to go and frequent there or reside there. So if you're feeling drawn to a certain area, go there. Does it mean that these areas are extra magical? She says, sure, you could say that. Yeah, she's saying that. Do you guys ever come on and hang out in the parks? They project their energy up through the earth and up through the roots of the trees and into the trees. And that's why they are requesting us to literally connect and lean on the tree and then start talking with them. I talk with them all the time. Heck, I talk with my tree. He's hilarious. Everything's energy. Sometimes he'll be like cracking one like, all right, good luck then, saving the world. I'm like, okay. Like, let's not put that pressure on me. And he's laughing, So, they just crack one. They're all high vibrational. It's fascinating to me because the angels are super high vibrational. The Lemurians are super high vibrational. The trees are high vibrational. The earth is getting better. She's moving in that direction now. But we are the ones that are needing to shift our attention, shift your frequency, your energy. Like, we are the ones that need to lift it up a notch. We're a little too heavy. So watch what you focus on, watch what you watch what you like. If you're watching something or a movie and you're sinking, turn it off. If you're watching a YouTube channel and you get tightness in your chest and in your stomach, don't watch that content on that YouTube channel. It's not a vibrational match for you. There's no right or wrong. It's just no longer a vibrational match for where your energy is. So it's best to not watch it. I used to watch those paranormal TV programs. I can't do that anymore. In fact, the last time I even attempted to watch one, Jesus came right behind me and he says, you're not supposed, it's not best to watch that. I said, I know. He said, so turn it off. I said, okay, because it doesn't feel good. It feels heavy. It doesn't feel good. So don't watch that stuff. Okay, I'm going to take one last question. If you feel drawn to Lemuria, if you feel drawn to the Lemurians, if you feel like you've been there before, maybe even in your dreams you have been, let's see what she has to say to that. She's just smiling and she says, then you have been either in a past life, because she said this to me before. So, for example, her energy has been in the same body for a long period of time, whereas our energy goes out and it comes back into another body. It goes out, comes back into another, out and in, and out and in, and out and in. She says, now that's the wild, wild west kind of thing. She said to me before, like, that takes a lot of courage, you know, in and out, whereas she's just in one body. She's like, it's not even about courage. She says it's about, that's what you chose to do. You chose to come in and out of multiple different experiences and multiple different bodies. And I'm like, pretty cool. So if you're drawn to Lemuria or Lemurians, you've most likely had a life experience in Lemuria or connecting with the Lemurians in some way, in some capacity. So that might mean you've been there, or maybe in other life experiences, you were channeling openly as well, and you were openly channeling with the Lemurians, and so you feel that kindred connection as well. But also in this lifetime, you may have them frequenting your life experience and coming and trying to connect with you through your dream state, and also connecting with you telepathically, similar or like how she is right now, connecting and communicating with me right now. Each of us will channel and communicate in our own unique way. She says that, thank you, that is all for today. Well, have a wonderful day, everybody, and happy St. Patty's Day tomorrow. Woo! I always like anything that's fun. St. Patty's Day, Halloween, I'm all over it. She's just sending her love. Remember her words. Connect with them often. And she's waving goodbye. Bye!